The abilities of the new Valorant agent have leaked early. Technically these aren't confirmed yet and could end up being wrong, to keep that in mind, although these two sources had pretty similar information, so credit to them, and these ability descriptions themselves are translated from other languages, so the wording is a bit iffy at some points, but the general idea of the abilities still gets across. Now, in case you've forgotten or didn't already know, our new agent Vyse is going to be a Sentinel, and her first ability, the Q ability, is going to be pretty similar to Killjoy's alarm bot, as it will apparently go invisible when placed. Then if it detects enemies, it will slow them and deal damage to them. This ability will have 2 charges, but we don't know any of the other stats for it, so things like the duration or the cost, those things we don't know just yet. And because of that, it is obviously going to be pretty hard to tell just how strong these abilities are going to be, but having 2 of them does sound pretty good, and we'll have to see how much damage they do. Next up is the C ability, and apparently this will allow you to place a wall that triggers and rises when an enemy walks through it. The wall we did sort of see, or at least we thought we saw it in that first teaser that got posted of all the destruction in Korea. So the way I'm imagining this ability would work is essentially it's just a sage wall with a pressure plate. So once you walk over the little trap on the ground, then the wall will come up behind you or where you just walked over. Third is the E or signature ability, and this one seems a little bit more complicated than the others. It's meant to be a flash ability, which you can either place on walls to activate later, or use the flash from behind a wall, so I guess that's sort of similar to a breach flash. They also said it has 1 charge and only a 20-second cooldown. I think this is the one I'm most uncertain on how it actually work, but I do think the idea of being able to place down a flash as a trap is really interesting. Finally, we have the ultimate, which costs 8 orbs, and the translation simply says that the opponent caught in the thorn cannot use weapons. This of course would tie into the latest teaser we got of that gun wrapped up in thorns, and we will have to wait and see whether this is something you can place down as a trap or throw out reactively. Either way, the core function will just be disabling the enemy's weapon by the sounds of it. I want to say that's all it'll do and probably not be an entire detain, you know, like a Killjoy lockdown or a Gecko Thrash, but we will have to wait and see. But yeah, those are all of the supposed abilities. We will see how accurate they end up being when the agent is officially revealed to us on Friday.